Hey there, boys and girls. It's Ralph Garman, and you're listening to Talking Codswallop. Good choice.
Hello, everybody. This is Ming Chen from AMC's Comic Book Man. You might know me from the Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast and the I Sell Comics podcast. Listen, I love podcasting. I love talking, but what I really love doing is talking Codswallop.
Hey, I'm Alicia Witt.
I'm Daniel Portman from Game of Thrones. I play Podrick Payne.
I'm Ellipses, and you're listening to the Talking... Okay, I'm Mark Bernard, and you're listening to the Talking Codswallop podcast.
Hey man, it's Kevin Smith, Silent Bob, whose voice you were never used to hearing in the 90s until I started opening it up, man. And that's because I'm a podcaster and you're listening to a podcast, Talking Codswallop, right here, man.
Hi guys, it's Gemma from the future here. So this week I've not been feeling 100%, so, bit of diabetes problems and things like that. So we didn't record an episode this week, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging because you are awesome and you're lovely, lovely people. So this episode that you're about to hear is one that I recorded with a couple of friends for their podcast, which is called Gareth's Random Ramblings, which is not easy to say apparently, because I can't say it very well. But yeah, I had a lot of fun on this episode, and so if any of you haven't listened to it, this is your opportunity. We played some games, and we just had a good old chinwag. You may hear me answering some questions that you already know about me, but, it's always good to have a little recap, isn't it? So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. It's a little bit different, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it, go and check out Gareth's Ramble. See? Can't say it. Gareth's Random Rambling. Oh, something like that. At GR Pod on Twitter. Anyway, they'll tell you more about it, because they are awesome. They're from New Zealand, they live in Australia, and they rock. Okay? Hope you enjoy it. Bye!
Alright, before we play this one, this episode was recorded a couple of weeks ago, before last week's episode that we did. Thank you so very much for all the feedback on that episode. Thank you once again for it. We won't talk about it right now, otherwise I'll start crying and getting angry again, so listen to last week's one if you haven't already. But before we hit play on this one, Bex, back in the day, had a couple of ulcers or something on her tongue, so she can't talk properly. And of course, me being the caring, sensitive husband that I am, took the absolute piss out of her. So enjoy this crossover episode with ourselves and, well, a special guest too. I won't say now, otherwise kind of ruins the intro. So here's the intro. Enjoy.
Am I doing the disclaimer or you?
The what?
The disclaimer.
The disclaimer. What's the disclaimer?
Fuck off, Thomas. Are you doing the disclaimer or am I doing it? Stop laughing. You know what? Warning,
Yes.
This podcast contains explicit content. Listener discretion is advised.
He's just a guy, he loves to ramble randomly across the wire. It's Gareth.
Hello and welcome everybody to a special episode of Gareth's Random Ramblings. My name's Gareth.
I'm Bex.
And we've got a very special guest on the phone line now. Well, that's what she wanted me to tell you guys anyway. I would have just said guest, but hey, it's fine. It's Gemma from Talking Codswallop. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Hello, listeners.
It's been a bit of we'd say a long running joke that I kind of had to get you on the show just to make sure that everyone understood that it's a joke. I hope, because I know it's a joke from my side. Unless it's not a joke from you, then fuck you. It's fine. But
What?
just firing all the shots right now.
Sorry, I've lost you.
In fact, okay. So for everyone that listens to both our shows, they know the fact of I tried to edit one of your episodes.
Yes.
How long ago was it now? A month ago,
ago.
something like that. Yeah. And after doing it while I just started a new job, I had
No, you didn't have a job at the time. That's why you were doing it.
No, I didn't I?
No.
I thought it was the first week that I'd done it. Yes, it was the first week.
No. It was your week off in between.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In that case, then I didn't have a job, so I decided to give it my free time instead of looking for a job to help you out. Edit it. No, fuck it. I had to edit a show. Took a while, and Gemma then said no, so that made me feel happy. But I understand the reasons why.
Sorry. At least I was honest with you, though. At least I didn't just say, oh, that's fantastic, amazing, and then just release the episode as I then re-edited it.
Some people would have done.
Yeah.
Some people would have done that.
It's happened before, yeah. But must admit, it was funny because I went from it took me back to my old radio days of having to edit up commercials and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I loved it so much. It was so much fun. It was just like trying to get everything linked in perfect, trying to get the gaps cut out, the sounds of everyone chewing, and it was.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, it wasn't. There was someone in the someone. I got given 4 pieces of audio. One of the audio, there was a guy eating crisps basically throughout the entire thing.
Yeah, he was our special guest. Yeah,
yeah. I was gonna say, if that was one of your regulars, I would have backhanded them. Just, dude, what the fuck, man?
No, he was a hungry vegan called Chris Ladondo. To anybody who listens to Tell 'em Steve Dave.
I'm sorry, but aren't all vegans hungry?
Yes, I think they should be.
Sorry.
Now that we're 3 minutes in as well, we should probably explain something as well, and then we'll start shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Bex has at the moment got a little bit of a speech impediment. You're not hearing wrong. A lisp. The fact that you've done what now? Is it 15 days, 16 days without drinking only water?
16 days only water.
Yeah. And it's given her a couple of ulcers, so she's just so feel free to make fun of her in the comments. It's all good.
No.
Anyway, there we go. Now that all that shit's out of the way. Hello, Gemma. How is England today?
Oh, it's right at this moment in time, it's very dark. Yeah, it's just on 9 o'clock at night, so very, very dark. I mean, it's all right. It's a bit cold. It's a bit rainy. It's just typical Britain, really.
You're in southern Britain, aren't you? You're in Dorset, yes?
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah. So a little town called Weymouth. And it's very small and very boring. And in my opinion, it's a place where people come to die because it seems to be old people. But there's so many old people here.
I am going to say one thing really well that was so perfectly timed just then. As you said where you lived, you were like, I live in, all the computer just glitched. So when I live in Myth. So we don't really know where you are. That's cool. I just thought it was funny as hell. It was well timed. Obviously someone knew you're going to start talking shit about the town. So they're like, no, we can't have them do that. There we go.
The British government is doing that to me because, they're not involved with anything important right now. We're not trying to sort out anything important in this country. No, just me sitting in my town.
Yeah, go Brexit.
Or not
that important thing that everyone had to have dealt with by 6 months ago. And now they're like, fuck it, that's right. It kind of seems like, when you're about to leave the house, with that, you just gone, have I got everything? And you're just about to close the door and you've gone, oh, fuck, I need my keys. Okay, I'll go back inside. But it feels like you guys have gone, nah, fuck it, the keys are in the car. It's all good. Clonk. Oh, shit. The keys are inside and the car's locked. Oh, fuck, what do I do?
That's basically what we've done, yeah.
Brexit broken down for dummies. There you go. Enjoy. Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know what that is.
Bex, when you lived in England, how far away is that from?
A long way away. I lived on the Welsh border in a little town called Ludlow. So, County Shropshire, I lived in Ludlow. So, what did you say, Gemma? It's probably about 4 hours drive from you, give or take.
Yeah, I'd say it's about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Gemma's sitting there going, I don't know where the fuck that is. Yeah, about 4 hours. Yeah.
I wasn't. No, I think it is about 4 hours away.
Yeah, it's about 4 hours because it's close to Birmingham.
That way? Shit.
It's about an hour from Birmingham, so it's about it's about 4 hours drive. Because my aunt lives in Bridport.
Oh yeah, that's very close to me. So
yeah, so I did that trip a couple of times while I was living in the UK. A couple of times.
Wouldn't you have used the like the bus or train over there or something? Isn't that like
that's the only
way
thing
around there?
yeah.
So if you were to take the train from Ludlow to say London, it's about 5.5 hours, give or take. It might be slightly longer because you have to get off and you got to go from Shropshire to somewhere in Wales, and then the train from Wales goes to London, and it's a bloody nightmare.
Hold on. So to go from an England city, a city in England, to the capital of England, so just bear with me here. You've got to then go to another country altogether to then come back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, like, you have to go backwards as well to go into Wales, isn't it? Like it's further away from London to go to Wales.
It is. But as I said, Ludlow is right on the Welsh border. It's about an hour from. I think it's an hour from Cardiff. Maybe
that makes no sense. That makes no sense. That's fucked.
It doesn't make any sense either. It's also like with regards to trains, gonna have a bit of train talk. So woo woo.
Oh, fucking hell.
I love it.
I don't think I've ever done this for a pun before, but boo.
Woo woo. Anyway, so like the cost of trains is so expensive over here. Like going from where I live in Dorset, which obviously I can't say the name because it keeps Skyping out, to London costs about sort of a £70 return, which is a lot of money. It's probably about $90. No, not US dollars. Where are you? Australian dollars.
Australian dollars. So that sounds about right. I was lucky when I lived there because I was not under the age of 19. I had one of those student cards. So I think it cost me 40 quid to take the train down to Reading to see my uncle. So it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. So we're doing that at the moment. We're trying to find flights to go see my dad in September. He lives in New Zealand. It's his 60th birthday. So we're showing up. And what is it? The cheapest one we've seen so far is like...
So the two of us to go for 4 days is $1,100.
Yeah. That's Australian. Now, just to throw that into perspective, there is a 5-day with accommodation and all that kind of shit flight to Bali for $520.
Oh, my God.
Each. So I can either fly 3 hours, fly 3 hours and see my dad for his 60th birthday, or I can fly for 6 to 7 hours, spend a week in Bali, come back. Bali's got a much better exchange rate. Dad, I am still coming to your birthday, but...
Well...
May I make a suggestion? Let's make a suggestion. Yeah. And I know Bali, you wouldn't get off the plane and then go, here's your accommodation and throw you a tent kind of thing. It would be like fairly decent. So... Yeah.
Couldn't you make a suggestion to him that he meets you in Bali as well, and that the meetup, the birthday meetup is there?
Oh, that would be a great idea, wouldn't it?
That would be amazing. It would be. And especially over there too, like we could buy like so many knockoff t-shirts, it's not even funny. We went there. So Bali has a very what's the word I'm looking for? A very free thinking approach to, say, copyrights.
Okay.
And
thank God that's where you're going with that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to talk about them eating dogs. It's fine.
Oh.
No. So they have a way of also, most of the stuff is made over there anyway, and if there's like a slight imperfection, they just throw it out and give it to the street vendors and all that kind of stuff. So you can pick up like what was it that I picked up? A Calvin Klein t-shirt for like $10, I think it was, or something.
20. You bought that from the local
20.
shop, so not
That's
from
right.
the street vendor.
That's right. But there was another one. What was the other one? My Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy
Hilfiger shirt was about-
Hilfiger.
Yeah, it was Hilfiger, but it was about $10-15 as well. But the one thing that got me when I went to Bali, and you might enjoy this, Gemma, because of what you said before. When we went over there, I used to smoke.
That.
I used to smoke. Now, how much for a pack of ciggies over there? How much for a packet of ciggies over there?
About £10.
Ooh,
£10?
wow,
Yeah.
that's gone up 100% since I lived there.
Yes, it has, yeah.
Packet of smokes in Bali when I went there for like a 30 pack was basically $2 Australian. $2 Australian.
Oh my God! So
Yeah.
that would be like a £1.50 for me.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. So I went there. I went
Where
right
did
next
you
walk.
find these
I went,
cheap flights?
when we went to there, I said to Bex, look, I'm going to give up smoking. I will give up smoking while we're in Bali because we'll be doing other things. I got off the thing and I went, I'm sorry, that flight was shit. Because it was a shit flight over there. We had so much
Was
waiting and shit.
horrible.
Yeah. And I went, I need a cigarette. And Bex went, okay, just this once. I went to the store, gave him like $20 and got thrown back all this money. I'm like, hold on a minute. That's like, you're saying this is like $2 rand or whatever it was over there, like 200 Indonesian dollars. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, holy shit, I just bought a packet of smokes for $2. And Bex just looked at me and just went, you're going to give up after the honeymoon, aren't you? You know me so well, babe. Hey!
What makes me laugh is I gave up before then, like 8 months before that.
Yeah. But the worst thing was the first packet of smokes that I brought over there, I went, right, I'll have that one because I was like, I'll have that and that. So I had two packets. First one that I lit up, I'm like, what the fuck? Why does this feel so lumpy in the middle? Oh, well, all right, fuck it, who cares? And as I had taken a drag on it, they had put like cloves in it.
Yep.
Oh,
So, yeah, and I didn't know that. So here I'm just going, and Bex is like, what's the matter? I'm like, nothing, it's good, you want some? And I think Bex had one puff and just went, cloves.
No, I smelled it. And my brain went, you know what? Smoke the whole packet because then you'll quit. And he's like, nah, I'm going to go get another pack.
I went, I am going to finish the cigarette though because it's not going to beat me. And I think I took 3 more drags and just went, nope, that's beaten me. Fuck it, I'm done. Nope.
yeah. No,
So,
yeah, I definitely wouldn't do that.
No.
So if you like to smoke, guys, Bali, that's the place to go. Gareth's recommendation. It's all good.
Okay,
Bali is actually really wonderful as long as you don't have drugs in your bag.
okay.
Allegedly.
Good to know.
No, they are really, it's a really nice place to go. But my biggest thing was like, we got off the plane and, you know, we'd been waiting, 15 hours by the time we finally got off the plane? Was that about?
Basically, yeah. From the start of, hey, we're going to go now, like leaving our house to get onto Bali ground. 15 hours.
And
Wow.
when you get off the plane, so you know how do Bobbies carry guns now? I can't remember. Did they carry guns when they lived there?
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So they're like New Zealand police. We don't carry guns either, but Australian police do. So when you get off the plane there, the first thing you notice is all of the police officers carrying AK-47s. All of them.
That's quite intimidating, isn't it?
It really is.
Worst thing was I was so tired and like I had my hands in my pockets. I looked like I was just like, you know, stoned or something like that. And I made like I kept fidgeting my hands just because, you know, it's been a long time. I just want to go to bed. Let me go to bed. And basically the guy, our tour guide that came out to us goes, hey, how you doing, buddy? Oh, good. You know, okay. And he leaned into me very quietly and he goes, if you're nervous, just don't because yeah. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he kind of looked at me and looked across, like, you know, suddenly looked at the cop. There was a cop that was looking at me just going, kind of thing. Like looking at me going, why is this guy like this? And all I remember is he just went, okay, now I want you to stretch and yawn and say, okay, let's go. So I stretched and yawned and the cop just looked at me and just went, all right then. And like kind of thing, like he was thinking I was like stoned off my fucking tits. I was like, I just want a cigarette. Can I get a cigarette, please? It's been 15 hours. Who's got a smoke? Anyone? Anyone? Fuck cigarette. The fuck is this clove shit? Fuck that.
I felt like that when I got to America. I was there about a month ago, and I went on. Do you guys know the Impractical Jokers?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I went on their comedy cruise, so it was yeah, it's a lot of fun. But when I got off the aeroplane, I was like, oh God, I'm gagging for a cigarette sort of thing. But obviously, we actually call them fags. So I had to be very careful not to sort of say the F word, so to speak, over in America.
Yeah, they don't like it over there, do they?
No, not at all.
So, all I want to say is thank you, Gemma, because once in every show that we do, Beck says something in which I do drop the phrase of, if any music makers out there want to have a quote for their new hit song, feel free to use that one. It's normally Beck saying something really, really dirty and or taken out of context. But this episode now so far goes to Gemma, who's just given the lovely quote of, yes, I was gagging for it. So please feel free, any music DJ out there. If you would like to use that in any of your songs, feel free. Feel free, yeah.
Be sure to put Talking Codswell up against the name.
Yeah, big fish, little fish, cardboard box. There you go. You're welcome.
So was it cheaper? I mean, is it cheaper to fly to America from the UK? I mean, it cost us what, $900 return or something?
Oh, that's not special, yeah.
Yeah.
It costs, I think it's about the same, to be honest. It cost me about £500. So I think, give or take, it probably works out round about the same sort of price.
Yeah, I'm just having a look because I got my little calculator. Yeah, it is about the same price. You're right.
Yeah, maybe like 100 different sort of thing. But yeah, and your flight is obviously a lot longer, I assume.
Yeah, we do stop over usually in China or...
Which once again seems weird. Well, Auckland's all right, but to go from China to go backwards to go forwards, you know what I mean? I don't understand how the planes work that out. Maybe those flat earthers do have something.
Hey. Stop that now.
The Jim is like, no, well, I'm a member of the flat earth. What up, bitch? And be like, oh, fuck.
No. Earth is round. Earth is round.
Yeah. Have you watched the doco on Netflix?
Oh, they contradict themselves.
No, I haven't.
Spoiler, Bex. Spoiler. So I watched it before. We got a new TV and I was watching something just to play in the background on it. And that came on. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'll see the other side, see what they kind of look into. And they did one right at the end. And I think this is what's been in the news all the time. They do this little experiment where they're like, right, if ABC happens, then the world is curved. It's fine. If ADE happens, then the world is flat and we win. Haha, everything's awesome. And so they set up this experiment, get it all sorted, everything else like that. And spoiler, they do the thing and ABC happens. And the guy looks at it and just goes, huh. Interesting. Interesting. And as soon as he says interesting the second time, bang, credits. So I was like, they didn't outrightly say you guys are wrong, but they kind of went, the flat earthers went, if ABC happens, the earth is curved, but it won't. ABC happens, it goes, huh. That
was weird.
Yeah, that was funny. So, yeah.
You dropped out of my audio just then.
Yeah, and mine.
Really?
Yeah. Quite nice to have a bit of peace and quiet for a few seconds, wasn't it, Bex?
Yeah. I was going to say, it might have been quiet for you. I can hear him on the other end.
No.
Let's just say I can edit this one later and it goes through my standards, so fuck you. We're talking to Gemma from Talking Codswallops. Hello. Then silence for the next fucking hour.
Wow. Just wow.
And you've been listening to another episode of Talking Codswallop.
We're here with Gareth. Hello. And then silence again.
Okay.
And poor Bex is in the middle, just occasionally just hear her going, yeah, that's funny. So what is it like in Dorset? And then that's it. Just Bex occasionally every now and then.
I like Dorset, thank you.
It's very pretty.
I could think of. Okay. Yeah.
It is. We stayed in Lyme Regis when my parents picked me up, and we had our family holiday. It's lovely.
Yeah, it is nice there. You can do a bit of fossil hunting and things like that as well there, can't you?
Well, yes. You walk down the street, there are many fossils walking around. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Oh, I can catch my breath.
That's really funny.
Oh, I'm gonna catch my breath now. Oh no, I loved it. My only complaint about Lyme Regis was we stayed in this dinky old motel kind of place that had pay as you go power. So if you didn't put a pound in the power meter turned everything off.
That's
shit, it's the middle of winter.
Okay, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Was that in a hotel?
Motel. It was like one of
motel,
those
okay.
what do you call it? It was kind of like an apartment, but a motel type apartment. It's an old building. Yeah, it was interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, because normally when you hear the phrase motel and pay as you go, it's normally something completely different.
Oh, Gareth. Not when you're traveling with your wife and 3 kids. I mean, that's gross, remember? Come on.
I'm sure there's been some history. There's been some instances of that happening.
Yeah, only in the National Lampoon's movies. Come on.
Yeah, I should really watch them, shouldn't I?
Yes, you should, because they're hilarious.
There's a lot of movies I should go watch. Although I did find out one thing the other day, which I'm absolutely distraught about.
What?
So you know how my favorite movie is Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, I love that film.
Yeah,
best film.
Anything that those guys do, I will watch. I used to have that. Like, I'm sure my PlayStation 2, if I turned it on with nothing in, would either play the Simpsons movie or Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Just from memory, it would be like, I know what you're doing. It's fine. But the pub that they use for the outside shots.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've got rid of it now. It's now an apartment block.
Oh.
I'm so gutted. I wanted to go see the pub.
We can still go and see the pub. It just won't be there.
This is where the pub was. So, oh.
Yeah, that sucks.
It does.
That does.
But, you know, that's our own fault for not getting to the UK soon enough.
But then, to be fair, I've never been to the pub either. So, I've been to the pub. I've been to many. I've fallen on many pub floors, but not that specific one.
That's very much the British culture, though, isn't it? Because when I came over, I was 18 and legally allowed to drink. And, what we did on a Friday night after work, because, it sucked working on Fridays, was we'd just bugger off down to the local pub and have a pint. And pint back in those days cost us, what, £1.50?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like $3.50 now. So, yeah. I suppose, it's not that bad. It's not increased that badly. But then we got cool pubs like Wetherspoons type pubs, which are really, really cheap kind of pubs. And kind of like student bars in a way, but they're not. But yeah, they're all the nice prices of a student bar, so which is always good. Yeah.
Well, see, I loved it because in Ludlow's known for their restaurants and their bars. And we probably had a choice of about 5 or 6 pubs. We always went to the same one. Our drinks probably cost us in one night maybe £10.
Yeah.
Because, I was a heavy drinker back then. Because that's just how it works. I would live there when you were still allowed to smoke in the bar.
Oh, yeah.
So we'd have our Marlboro Lights, our freaking pint in front of us, and we would just shoot the shit for hours. And it was lots of fun.
So what you're saying is that scene in was it Hot Fuzz right at the beginning where they're all just sitting around, that actually happened?
Yes. Yeah,
That's-
basically.
That's very much the culture. It's a lot of fun in the UK.
That's where I get all my shit from. Basically, it's the Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg movies. Be like, okay, so exactly like in the World's End. That's what you go for the old bear run. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Just with less aliens and less Pierce Brosnan, sadly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And also,
Here we go.
have you ever seen
Sorry.
have you ever seen the TV program Spaced as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that program so much. That house still exists. So if you come over to London,
Oh really?
you can still visit the house. It's in Finchley, I think, or something like that. But yeah, I'll look it up if you ever come over.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Oh, we will because we've got family in the UK.
Yeah.
We'll definitely hook up with that because, as I said, there's a lot of places that I want to go to that are like that kind of stuff, like real weird movie references.
Yeah.
And we'll take photos and be like, hey, look, I know you can still do, I think, in Shaun of the Dead, where they're walking through and they bump into their other, them again kind of thing. They do the pass with each other.
Yeah, they do
That
that.
place is still there. Yeah, that's still there. Like you can still go to that part and do that kind of thing. So
Yeah. That,
there might be some filming of us walking through it, then changing our clothes, coming back, and we'll just edit it later. There we go. Done.
You know what's sad is that this is what Gareth looks forward to. Me, I'm going, I want to visit all the places I didn't get to go. I want to go to the Tower of London. I want to go.
all those places are overrated.
I know.
Bex is the kind of one. We'll go to the Louvre and she'll be like, oh look, here's the Mona Lisa. This is such an amazing painting painted back in this day. Like no one really knows. Is she smiling? Is she not? All this kind of stuff. Who is this person? It's all cool. And look, here's the last redemption of Christ or the Last Supper of Christ. So look, you can tell all this, all this. It's lovely and wonderful and awesome and beautiful. And obviously they're going, David's got his dick out.
And the worst thing is, he's not lying.
No. I was just going, yeah.
But there is this toy store in London. So I've been to Harrods. Harrods is hugely overrated. It's expensive and it's just crap.
And they're very snobbery as well. So like if you go in there,
it really is.
Yeah.
Is Harrods Al Fayed, Dirty Al Fayed? Was that him?
I actually don't know that. So yeah.
Let's say yes, because I feel smart. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you don't know if you're right though.
I don't care. I'm taking the approach of fuck. I said it with confidence, so I was right.
Okay, yeah. And it will mean questioning you out.
Exactly. Yeah. If it's wrong, edit it. It's edited out. It's gone. We do not see this. Yeah.
I know. I'm looking them up.
Yeah. But so while Bex is doing that, so it's quite funny the fact of the Bex wants to go to this, I want to do this. Bex wants to do this, I want to take as well go to like a soccer game. I know that's basically putting my
it's not
life
soccer
in my
by
own
the way,
hands
it's football. Just to correct
football.
you.
All right, so I want to go to a soccer game.
A football game.
I did that to fuck with you. I love you. To go to a football game, but I know that's once again putting life in my own hands. Make sure that that's an outcome that the team wants. Otherwise, there'd be riots. But Bex, you've got an interesting story of you being in, was it London or with the train? Now that sounds really rude. Bex, you were in a train in London. Tell us about that.
Oh, no, I wasn't in London. I was heading
Thank
to...
you, Gemma, for laughing. Thank you.
You were right, by the way. He worked for his father on the Harrods marketing.
Yeah. Woohoo! Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay.
So, I was...
Hold on. Do you know the only reason I know that?
Why?
Because the dad, is it Muhammad Al Fayed?
I don't know.
The dad once appeared on Ali G and did a rap with Ali G. It's the only way that I know that who he is.
Oh, for God's sake. Are you serious?
Yep, and I will play it for you when we finish recording.
Oh, my God. Anyway,
yes.
So I was heading to Shrewsbury to go to the movies with a friend of mine, and we got off the train, and I had no idea what was happening because our TV reception at the school I was working at was shit, so we didn't really watch a lot of TV. We borrowed movies from the local video store and whatnot, but Showing my age. Anyway, I get off this. I get off this train.
Blockbuster. It was fine. What's a blockbuster? Nothing.
I don't even think it was a blockbuster. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, I still have my video card somewhere. Anyway, moving on. Get off the train and we're swarmed. And there's people everywhere. And I'm going, oh no, what's this shit? And when we get off the train, you know how the exits are sort of like a large room size width and then sort of like a big tunnel?
Yes.
There were police officers shoulder to shoulder across this tunnel. And I'm going, oh my God, what the fuck did we get ourselves into? So we're going, oh my God, we're two young women walking through the train station and there's cops and there's men everywhere. Turns out it was the finals of the Rugby World Cup when England won. And, you know.
They were there to protect you sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah, basically, because I think that was 2003 when England beat Australia in the final, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
No. You got that wrong. England didn't beat them. It was Johnny Wilkinson because it was something like 9-6.
But he hasn't played since.
The only points that were scored were from his boot. It was like for his team. But then again, wouldn't you? Your first World Cup, you win. I'd be like, I'm done. 100% record. Fuck off. I'm finished.
Especially against the All Blacks as well, because renowned the All Blacks. The All Blacks are. Oh, hold on, that's New Zealand, isn't it?
Yes.
Not you played the.
We got kicked out. Yeah, we got kicked out of that year. Yeah.
But that was the first time in many years as well.
I think we made it to the semis, but we didn't make it to the quarters. It was like the first time we'd never made it to the quarters. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, guys.
But you know what? We've won everything since, so we can't complain too much.
I must admit, when it comes to like the teams, like we play Australia so many times and South Africa so many times, it's like, oh cool, oh you won, all right, well done, that's cool. When it's versus England, that's the whole, okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed.
Out of the two sports, though, out of football and rugby, I would rather watch a rugby game over a football game because the players. But also the players play by the rules as such, you know, like, so if the ref turns around to you and says, oh, you know, no, don't do that, whatever. I don't actually watch sports, so I can't really comment. But, you know, the guys.
You had a pretty much thought, the ref looks at the players and goes, oi, hey, you, no, don't do that.
And then they don't do it. Whereas the football players spit on them and fall over and break their leg, even though it's actually just a paper cut or a grass cut that they've got on their leg, you know? And it's so pathetic compared to rugby, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Considering like what they were saying once, because we have a lot of American friends and we were talking about rugby once and they're like, yeah, it's not as bad as gridiron though, or American football. And I remember once just saying to them, hold on a second, we play 80 minutes pretty much nonstop. There's a 15-minute break in the middle.
With hardly any protection.
No protection. They hit like fucking semi-trucks. Trust me, I know. Yeah. And you guys play for 3 hours, a game that should only last for 45 minutes or an hour if you look at the times. You have a big play, have a big hit, you lie down for 20 minutes and you wait for the next play. And you're wearing protection for everything. But yeah, you know, you guys are harder. Yeah, you guys are real hard.
Yeah.
And we had this big discussion once. So we're like, yeah, but our guys are like, you know, 6'3", built like brick shit houses. I said, yeah, so are ours, but we don't wear the padding.
Yeah.
You put your guy there, and my guy knows how to hit your guy. Your guy's just going to run and go, bang. No.
Yeah. Yeah. How many? Sorry, I was going to say how many American football players can say that they've got a sexy cauliflower ear?
None.
Oh, I love it. But I remember once I'm talking to one of the guys. I think it was Mike Jolitz from my college, and we were talking about. And all I had to say was, I just went, seriously, dude, just Google Jonah Lomu, and go. Just click and just watch. And his reply back was something like, oh, damn. I was like, yeah, he was a brick shit house and he didn't fuck around. He ran over people and he was huge. I think even the NFL at one stage wanted him too. And he went, nah, I'm good. I'd rather hit people with no protection because, I'm big. Fuck off.
Because he's hardcore.
But it's true, though, isn't it?
Yeah, he was cool.
What makes me laugh is that our boys do it with very little protection, and the Americans seem to break each other so hard, and they're wearing all that padding, and they come off in their legs at funny angles, and they've got bloody scars on their faces, and you're going, you're wearing a helmet. How the fuck did you do that?
I must admit, it is fun watching the highlights. It is fun when you watch them and you see the guys get nailed and their helmets go flying. Because then you just realize, that wasn't a love tap. That was a full-on fuck you, bang kind of hit. Like,
yeah.
By the way, for all the American... I was going to say, for all the American listeners that are actually listening to this episode, please note that we do still love you and we do still want you to listen to this
absolutely. Actually, I heard the other day that rugby is actually banned in a lot of places in America.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The kids aren't allowed to play it in school.
Although I didn't know that they actually played it, to be honest. So, yeah, I didn't know.
I think it's a new thing. I think they've seen how well it's taken off around the world, and I mean, it's always been
featured on an episode of Friends. Okay, just remember that it featured on an episode of Friends. Remember that show? Jesus.
Yeah, but that was America against England, though, wasn't it? That's why the rugby game was played there, because it was one of Emily's family. Yeah. I feel really sad that I knew that her name was Emily then.
Don't worry. Even worse. Ross, take the Emily. Ross, take the Rachel.
Yeah.
I mean, Emily. Yep, I remember that shit too. Yeah, I remember that.
Man, if you'd done that at our wedding, I so would have kicked you in the ass.
Yeah, especially since I don't know a Rachel. That would have been even worse. It would be like, wait, what? Hold on a second. But, so I thought while we had you on here as well, Gemma, you like to play games on your podcast.
Certainly do.
Especially in your last one, your last episode that I listened to, which was the Progody.
Progody, yeah.
Progody.
Because I had the inability to say the word prodigy. I still can't say it. Prodigy. Yeah.
Just leave a gap and I'll say it for you, okay? So I really like the band.
Yeah, you're welcome to leave that in. It's no fun. I'm happy to laugh at myself as well as have other people laugh at me. It's fine.
You forget the fact I don't edit. I just go, cool, done. There you go.
Yeah, I figured anyway, but I thought I'd give you permission.
And even if you said you can't leave that, I would have still left it all in and had you arguing with me too. You got to cut that, right? Yeah, of course I am. Sure. Uh-huh. Oh, sorry. I thought I had. Sorry, my bad.
I've listened to your episode for long enough. For long enough. You know.
Yeah.
Right. I know.
When Gareth says, I'll do that later. Yeah, he doesn't do it later. Spoiler. So you were playing backwards music and all that kind of stuff. Now, I was going to have some lined up, but I can't figure out how to play it down Zencaster to you as well so that you both can hear it. So I decided that
and also
for Christmas I got
that's my game, so you're stealing it.
We did that like last year, man. Come on. Bear with us. Come on. Get on our level.
No.
We actually did that. I can't remember how long ago we did it, but we did do that for like about 3 weeks. It was fun watching Bex like listening to Mbop backwards and she's going, I know what it is. Why the fuck do I know what that is? Or like Baby Shark. I was like, I'd play it forward and she'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake. Really? It's like, yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. Well, in that case then, I'll let you off.
Although backwards Baby Sharks is just ood. It's kind of like, yeah, you know what that is. It's fine. Yeah. Anyway, we got for Christmas a little box of questions, and it's the food and drink quiz. And how you guys were talking before, I thought, hey, why don't we just play a little quick game here? Bex is not in the same room as me, so she doesn't know what the hell I'm doing. And if I have pants on, she doesn't know that. But I thought we maybe go, 5 questions each? 5 out of 5.
Good.
See who wins.
Okay.
So between the two of you, who would like to go first?
Gemma can.
Don't all talk at once. It fucks the audio. Okay? Don't all talk at once. It fucks the audio. Jesus, come on, seriously. All right.
All right, me. I'll go first.
I have shuffled these cards so many times, like just while we've been talking for like the last 20 minutes. And the one at the bottom is the one that was at the bottom like 4 times while I've been shuffling. So obviously it wants to be asked. So, Gemma.
Yes.
Which cocktail consists of Tia Maria, vodka, and Coke?
A nice one.
Half a point. Done.
I don't know.
Bex, would you like to try for the steal?
Sorry, Tia Maria vodka and Coke. Is that a Black Russian?
No need to be racist, Bex. Come on. We're trying to be friendly here.
Do you know what? If it is a Black Russian, I was thinking, well, it's not, because I was thinking White Russian, but then I was like, well, that can't work.
Yeah. The correct answer is Black Russian. Bex, you get a point.
I got that right.
Well done.
Sorry.
Here we go. All right, so Bex, your question. Which alcohol is traditionally the main ingredient in an old-fashioned?
I know this.
Probably, but I don't. That's not the correct answer. I need you to.
Old fashioned is
5, 4.
Is it vodka?
Gemma for the steal.
I need to actually ask what an old fashioned is.
Okay, name an alcohol that wasn't vodka.
Beer.
Just name the first one.
It's a fancy cocktail from the 1940s.
It's actually bloody good. I must admit, bloody good. The answer is.
I've never heard of that before. Okay, no, I can't take it because I didn't know what it was. You just said name them.
Is it Cointreau?
Okay.
Okay. Bailey's.
Whiskey. Whiskey or bourbon. Yeah, there we go. All right, so here we go, Gemma. This is fun for me. For you guys, I don't know. For me, it's fun.
Do you know, normally I'm the game show host. No, it's a game show host.
Bex is the one with the speech impediment, okay? Don't steal her shit today. Come on, Gemma.
Oh, I've constantly got one. Go on, I'm ready.
All right. Which spirit is used to create port from red wine?
Oh, I don't really care.
Yeah.
That's not the right answer. No.
Port from red wine, you said, didn't you?
That's correct. What would I add to red wine?
Vodka.
Bex? That's my way of saying no.
My first instinct was it methylated spirits? Because porter's yuck. No idea.
No idea? All right.
No idea.
Brandy.
Oh.
Brandy. Yeah, brandy to red wine and you make port. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like I'm learning something, at least. I'm not winning anything, but I'm learning something.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not winning at the moment. It's all good. Bex, your question. Yeah. Only 3 grape varieties can be used to make champagne. Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. Meunier, that's not the right word. Meunier.
Yeah.
2. What's the third? What's the third grape variety? Pinot Noir or Pinot something.
Wait, what? Say that again.
3 grape varieties can be used to make champagne.
Right.
One of the grape varieties is Pinot Noir.
Right.
The other one is Pinot Meunier.
Yeah.
The third. What is the third?
Oh.
And I will tell you the answer of this, and you'll go, really? Oh, for fuck's sake. Because I'm going to say it in a certain way.
But I get a chance there, yeah.
Mellow?
You do, yeah, you do.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Right.
Yeah. Not today, Jimmy. Fuck you. Yep.
Mellow? I don't know.
No. All right. Gemma?
Grigio?
No. We got a snort, ladies and gentlemen. We got a snort. Somewhere there was a snort. We got a snort. Happy. I'm done.
Okay. Tell us.
The answer is, hey, Chardonnay, do you want to see my Michael Jackson dance moves?
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. Chardonnay.
Oh.
Chardonnay is the other grapevine.
Okay.
Quote of the movie Boy Then by Taika Waititi.
I thought some of these conversations were about food.
Yeah. It's a food and drink quiz, and so far everything is about fucking
Alcohol.
Which we are failing badly on.
Failing badly, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the score just yet, but yeah. All right, so don't worry, we only have another 6 more questions. Yay.
Okay.
Gemma.
Yes.
Jerk is a style of cooking that originates from which country?
I know this one. Starts with a J.
Japan.
Hey.
What?
Bex. You're not allowed to give her any clues, otherwise.
She didn't give any clues.
No. She said it started with J, but
no,
Bex,
I didn't
you're
hear
not allowed
it.
to give any clues.
The audio cut out. It's Japan.
Okay, you know I'm setting up for the worst hint ever in the world of all time. Bex, you can't tell her any clues because otherwise you're making it a really bad clue, okay? You can't do that anymore.
Jamaica.
Gemma, sorry she interrupted you. Gemma, what is the answer? Jamaica, well done. Yay!
That means that we got 2 points each.
Say that was painful as hell. Anyway, Bex, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Which vitamin is Vegemite rich in?
B12.
No, Gemma, I can't take that one. You're close.
Why?
You're close, but I can't take it. Gemma?
All vitamin Bs.
Fuck, I'm giving it to Gemma. It's vitamin B, but she at least said B. That was it. So Gemma, you get another point. Yeah.
I think we should both get half a point for that because I wouldn't have got it.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll give you both a point. There you go. I get done. All right.
I think that's only fair because Beck did say it as well.
This was so close. I can't do it. Gemma Bex. Gemma.
Yes.
Here we go. What dessert is named after a Russian ballet dancer? Here's all the fucking food questions.
Oh, good.
Found them all now.
I'm really glad that I mentioned this, Pavlova?
That's a point for Gemma. Well done.
I'm a train again.
I was going to say, the worst thing is, do you want to sit there and go, yes, you know your food, or yes, you know your alcohol? It's like, which one do you want to be? Which one do you want to be? It's fine. Yeah. All right, Bex. What name is given to the fruit of the blackthorn?
Blackberry?
Did you say fuckberry?
I said blackberry. Wow, there goes your listening.
I heard fuckberry. I was like, wait, what now? Where can I get that? No, it is not a blackberry, and it's not a fuckberry either, just to give you a heads up, okay? Just to give you a heads up. Yeah. Gemma?
Can I have the question again, please?
What name is given to the fruit of the blackthorn?
Cherries?
No.
Okay.
Anyone else want to have a shot? No.
Gooseberry?
No. The answer is a sloe.
What about a slow?
It's L-O-E.
Is it slow?
Yeah.
Slogan.
There you go. Slow.
My aunt makes a killer slogan.
I don't know about your mother's slogan. It's fine. Is it your mother or your auntie? I don't know. Anyway.
My auntie, and it's a drink.
All right.
Oh, my God.
So, Gemma, here is your final question.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, good luck. If you get this right, Bex, unless there's a bonus round, Bex can't win. So, yeah, here we go.
I still want my last question.
You still will, but,
Don't worry, Bex. I probably won't get this right.
The question is, which world-famous soft drink was originally called Brad's Drink?
Brad's Drink?
Yes.
Orange squash? I don't know. I'm just picking something out of the air.
No. Bex, do you have a guess?
Brad's drink.
Yeah.
Lemonade? No, it's always been called lemonade.
Yeah. No.
I don't know. Pepsi? What?
Now, Gemma, I have a question for you, Gemma.
Okay.
Do we count Bex's lemonade as her first attempt or just her thinking?
I think whichever of the answers were correct, she should get.
Okay.
So I'd say that it's probably Pepsi.
It's probably neither were right.
In that case, then, yeah, Bex, yeah, you're right. It is Pepsi.
Oh.
Pepsi is known as Brad's drink. Now,
I'm not a
now, because I'm
loser, so I'm fine.
No, it's all right. So you're both on 3 points for my very calculated skills here, just from that answer.
Uh-oh.
So the last one is a bit too easy. So I'm going to make it a little bit more challenging for you.
Okay.
Bex, you have a option of 1 or 2. Which one would you like?
2.
2. Okay. Second question for the win. No pressure, Bex. None pressure whatsoever. Nothing. If you get this right, you will be held as a victor in this game that we'll never play again. If not, you will be the wrong person, and I will yell at you until my throat is hoarse and sore. Simpsons quote. Gotta love it. Bex.
Sure.
What is the main flavor in frangipani?
And what?
Frangipani.
Are you sure you're saying the right thing? Because a frangipani is a flower.
It says here, what is the main flavor in frangipani? Frangipane. Frangipani. Someone out there now is listening going, it's not pronounced that way.
Well, no, because pretty sure if it was frangipani, it would have an accent over the E.
Well, then fine. Frangipane. Frangipane. There you go.
Yeah.
I still haven't got a clue anyway because I don't even know what it is again.
No.
So no. Yeah, I was gonna say Bex, no pressure, but that one's wrong. It goes back to Gemma. Gemma, once again, you have a shot to win this. If you do, you're a victor of a game that I will never ever play again. So you'll win forever. If not, I will yell at you constantly until my throat is sore. Simpsons reference. Bex, bro, Gemma, whatever, someone, pick an answer. I fucked it up.
Oh.
What is the main flavor in frangipane? Gemma.
I know it's Beck's turn.
No, you didn't guess.
I didn't get it wrong. I got it wrong.
Oh, right. Okay. I didn't even hear what you said.
I said pear.
Oh, okay. Apple?
Yeah, you got a snort from me too. Fantastic. No, it's almond.
Is it almond?
Yeah. Almond.
Hey?
Almond.
Almond.
Yeah.
Okay, so a frangipane is a cake that has fruit in it.
Oh, right.
Using almond flour. I know, I Googled it.
Someone Googled it right now.
Yeah, because I was actually thinking of Googling it, and then I thought, nah, that's cheating.
That's cheating. Well, she knew once I moved off from here, she's like, why? I don't get another turn at this. I was like, yes. All right. So we can't leave it as a tie, even though most listeners probably would want it to. But let's go. So we're going to ask one question, and I've only picked it because it had the word Britain in the question.
Okay.
So we're picking it. So basically, use your name as a buzzer.
Right.
First one that I hear is the answer. Okay. Please let me try and finish the entire question first, but if you want to jump in, feel free, but I will stop asking. Here we go.
Okay.
Go on.
What in Britain was traditionally mixed into a Christmas pudding for good luck?
Gemma.
Oh, that.
Gemma.
Coins.
Well done. We have a winner.
Yeah. I can't remember.
This would be where I would edit in a.
Was it actually shillings though, or?
It said a coin.
Oh, okay.
So
cool.
Yeah.
Yay!
I would put in like clapping sound effects now, but I'm not gonna. So yay!
Well, to be fair, if I had got the question about Britain wrong, I think that it would have been shame on me. The whole country would have turned their back on me. So thank you, Bex, for letting me win that one.
It's all good.
The government would have just gone, yeah, fuck Brexit. That's what we got to focus on, kicking her out. She didn't know about coins and Christmas pudding. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I'm going to turn up on U2's door and say, can you let me in, please? Because Britain doesn't love me anymore.
Well, that was a fun way to kill 10 minutes. There you go.
Yeah,
it was. Perfect. It was.
Oh, there you go. Anyway, so we probably should let you go because we are clocking into an hour and it's probably, like 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Almost?
Yep, it is. But I'm wide awake now, so any time for no, it's all good.
Yeah, they're talking brandy and shit like that. You're like, yes, I'm in. What's up? Yeah. But anyway, just wanted to say thank you very much for jumping in, and I know it's late over your way, so thank you for having a chat with us today. It's been awesome and fun.
Yeah, I've enjoyed.
Absolutely, it's been so much fun.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed myself as well. So it's nice to actually be part of the show as well as listen to it. So thank you ever so much for inviting me.
No worries. So now, for people out there that don't know anything about your show and all that stuff, you've got your 20-second spiel right now. So are you ready?
Have I only got 20 seconds? Okay.
I say 20 seconds, but fuck, I don't keep count. As far as like, yeah, go. And 4 hours later, there you go. Yeah.
No, basically, yeah, so Talking Codswallop is a podcast. It's got three, well, you probably gathered it as a podcast. It's three Brits, and we're basically talking a load of codswallop. And if you're listening and you're thinking, what does the word codswallop mean? Listen to episode 1 and I'll tell you.
Talking shit.
Yeah, basically, codswallop means talking shit, or if you'd rather hear the PG version, it's talking rubbish. So it's basically what we do.
Wait, there's a PG version? Wait, what?
Well, no. There's not a PG version of the podcast, but there is a PG version of Codswallop. And we've had some quite interesting guests on, and just the three of us really just talking the shit. And follow us on Twitter at CodswallopPod, please. Oh, and subscribe.
Done and done. Yeah. See, that was about 20 seconds, I think. Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. That's cool.
And just before we go, I also just wanted to say thank you to you, Gemma, because I know I've been doing this big walking thing for cancer recently, and you sponsored me, and it's been so hard to get sponsorship. I think I'm probably halfway to my mark, and I really do appreciate it because it's nice to know that people have the faith in me that I can do it.
Well, I've got every faith in you. You definitely can do it. Well, you've already done it going by last week, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I'm just adding as I go. I'm taking it slow now because I don't want to make myself sick. But yeah, I have completed my 70 kilometers, and it only took me, a week?
About that, yeah.
Yeah, about a week.
Yeah, so that's really impressive. And I mean, sadly, cancer is very close to my heart as well. I lost my dad to cancer. So it's it was about 7 years ago. So I'm not as sad about it now, if that makes sense. It is quite hard to word that, isn't it? Without sort of, sounding like another bitch.
I really mourned for my dad for like the first 2 years, and I thought, I was like, fuck him, it's done, it's sorted. Yeah, there's no real nice way to word that. She knows I'm kidding, I hope.
That's just cutting it.
I feel the same way too. Like, I had a mate die of cancer when I was 15, he was 16, and like I had the thing the other day, about 4 years ago, when I was like, holy shit, I've now outlasted the time that he was on Earth. It was like this weird thing of, man, that's kind of weird and creepy. But yet, back in the day, it's like, still feel sad that he's gone. But it's just like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
There was meant to go somewhere with that, and I don't know. I think halfway through my brain went,
okay.
No, buttons, words, goodbye.
I think cancer is one of those things that touches everybody's life. Last year I lost a very dear friend to me who passed away from pancreatic cancer. And my uncle, it's miserable. She was there one day and gone like within 3 months. It was horrible. and I didn't get to say goodbye because every time she was well enough to have visitors, I had a cold. And I thought, well, I don't want to make her more unwell because she has no immune system.
Yeah, of course.
Now.
Yeah.
And then I get the call that she'd passed, and it was just the most devastating day of my life. And, and then a few months later, my uncle died of he had brain cancer. It was horrible. It was horrible. And, my grandmother died when I was 4. She had ovarian cancer. It's a nasty disease, and it's about time somebody found something to cure.
I think I agree. I absolutely agree. And it's about time. They managed to sort out AIDS and, not sort it out, but, at least maintain it. So why can't they do that with cancer? Come on. Yeah.
Exactly. People with AIDS have a much higher
not that that's a fun disease
rate of survival these days. No, but they do. They have a much higher survival rate.
Legit with love to everyone and all that kind of stuff. I was like, man, this just turned real dark quickly all of a sudden. No, just like, which is better to have, cancer or AIDS? Which one would you rather have? Yeah,
AIDS.
Top 10 reasons. Let's go. It's fine. No. But no, so if you would like to listen, if you think this is funny,
or do now because we've turned the episode. So the episode was all.
I was trying to link it back to something. I don't know how to do it. I was like, what the fuck?
We talked about death at the end.
Yeah. Ironically, at least it's better than talk about death at the beginning of the podcast, because now we'd be like, well, this podcast is now done. We're finished. Thank you. But if anyone out there wants to donate to Bex as well, look up her on her Twitters. You'll find them all there. She finally figured out how to do a pin tweet. So I've had them there for us. So it's all good. It was funny. Bex comes to me. She goes, I've got 3 of them, but no one's donating. And I looked on a website that's not there. I'm like, do you know how to do a pin tweet? What's that? That's probably the reason why no one's donating to you, honey. So we made one up for anyway. So check it out. And but once again, thank you very much, Gemma, for spending an hour with us and wasting an hour you're not going to get back.
Yeah, no.
Aww.
Do not worry. I'll listen to this episode and waste another hour as well.
No, I know.
I love it.
Knowing you probably recorded this on your side, and then when you download our version, you'll be like, "Right, what did he cut out, motherfucker?"
Not at all.
I'll give you a little spoiler right now. I'm not cutting anything because that's too much fucking work. Okay, just a little spoiler. Anyway, Joe, as always, it's always been fun chatting with you, especially chat with you now in person. Normally it's on Twitter, but it's always fun seeing your name pop up because it's always like, right, what other smart ass things can I say back to you? So thank you very much for actually joining us and having a chat. So it's been fun.
It's been absolute my pleasure. Toodaloo.
All right, Bex, do the outro, and don't forget to add in Talking Consoles as well. Come on, let's see how good you are.
Oh my God, I'm not that good. Right, if you want to find us, you can find us on Twitter. I'm at Bex131, Gareth at GRRPod, Gemma is at Talking Codswallop. No, you're just Codswallop,
at Codswallop Pod.
At Codswallop Pod. Otherwise, you can find us on our website, GarethRandomRamblings.com. Do you have a website, Gemma?
No, we don't. We have Facebook and Instagram, but it's all exactly the same. So at Codswallop Pod.
Perfect. And if you want to find our podcast, you can find all of us on any good podcast
Indeed.
site.
And some shit ones too. Bye.
Bye.
He's just a guy, he loves to ramble randomly across the wire. It's Gareth.
People have always told me I can be a bit wary of modern things.
Very true.
So, when Jane suggested selling the house with purple bricks, I weren't happy.
No, you weren't.
You see, I don't like technology. I don't like the internet. I don't like moving house. I don't like their adverts. I don't like purple.
Luckily, I don't listen to him, and our estate agent, Emma, were perfect. She gave us her actual mobile number. She was always available.
Fine, they were great. Still don't like purple.
Purple bricks. You'll be totally sold.
Fixed fee payable on instruction or after 10 months. Viewing services cost extra. See website for more details.
At the Bank of Antandek, they're looking for a mascot. We need an icon. Something that says high flying to all our mortgage customers.
Like a falcon or a stallion.
Or even better, a parrot. Check it out.
Trees and C's apply. Trees and C's apply.
Meanwhile, at Santander, they're concentrating on helping customers find ways to take years off their mortgage with their overpayment calculator. See what's possible at Santander.
All applications are subject to status and our lending criteria. Your home may be repossessed if you do not keep up repayments on your mortgage.